Hay una mujer desaparecida. Hay una mujer desaparecida en Chile, en Chile, en Chile. And the junta knows, and the junta knows where she is, and the junta knows where she is, hiding and dying. Hay una mujer desaparecida. Hay una mujer desaparecida en Chile, en Chile, en Chile.
On tour in South America, I had the opportunity and the privilege to meet an organization of women called the Mothers of the Square of May. And they were mothers and wives of people who'd been disappeared. Thousands of young people were just taken from their homes and murdered because of their views, not because they committed any crime. These mothers wanted to know where the bodies of their children and husbands were. They wanted the government to answer questions. The government refused to. So they would protest every day in the square. They would all wear white headscarves. There's another group in Santiago in Chile where similar things happened to young people. Their form of protest was that they would dance outside of government buildings, a traditional dance called a cuica. And it's normally done with a man and a woman. And they would dance on their own with an invisible partner, with pictures of their loved ones pinned to their arms. I performed that song with the mothers on stage with me in the very stadium that a lot of their children and husbands were murdered. They brought thousands of them into this football stadium, tortured them, murdered them downstairs, and we performed on stage right there. And I danced with each one of these women in this samba at the end of the song. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget that feeling. If they were to speak these words, probably the greatest, most powerful moment of my career. I remember being asked at a press conference in, I think near South Africa, in Zimbabwe, how could musicians possibly affect the way political leaders think? How, they won't even listen to you. What are you doing? So, well, I doubt very much whether your average right-wing politician listens to my music. I think you're right, he doesn't. But his children do, and his grandchildren do, And you're talking about a political class where future politicians will be recruited and bred. And if we planted a seed in the minds of those children, those young people, then we've done a good job. You know, it might bear fruit in 20, 40, 50 years, I think.